trying to read that defender. Great finish.
The Nets have made their last 5 shots. Ingram will hit the midway point of the second quarter. Ingram. New Orleans gets into a set, and it's Ingram with a smooth-looking delivery.
Another nice closeout by Paul George. And he's such a good mid-range shooter.
But look at this. Isaac on Ingram. Good pick.
There
Jackson, you got it.
There you go.
That's like an assist to me.
Protecting the rim, getting into Andrew Wiggins' way.
5 minutes left on the clock at the half. And all he did was shoot that shot in the corner. And LeBron went right to him. And Brandon Ingram going to the line.
A very good job contending with a guy who's been a problem for a lot of people.
Williamson backs it out. Sets a screen for Brandon Ingram.
Than it does if you're dribbling.
Pels have had 2 very close games against quality opponents. Brandon Ingram, that's like a layup for of their 17 off turnovers. Mid-range, Brandon Ingram. He's got 6.
Came to play.
Ingram drops in 2 more. Ingram in the mid-range, and that's what you're talking about, Chauncey.
And again, you have him playing the 4 spot right now, and it's just a tough cover.
En 1971, hoy están muy favoritos, pero ya lo decía Fernando con la ausencia de
Luka want to drive and put his hand at risk of being hit tonight. Something to watch.
Great point as Ingram.
Ingram pulls up over Covington.
It'll be interesting to see how they figure it out during the season as it goes along, because both of them are 2 of the toughest in the league.
How good is this team defensively beyond the numbers?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're good because I think their size.
Oh, that's a big cap shot right there.
The shot clock, though. Brandon Ingram. He's got the clock. And he's got the shot.
14 at home on the season. Ingram with the height advantage.
3, and that is a break.
And
Joe
now,
Harris has missed 1 free throw tonight.
And now if I'm Brandon Ingram, there you go,
Right,
buddy.
mid-range.
There you go, buddy. And you see, when they blow the whistle, you're not sure how it's going to be called. You attack.
Daniels Genhill, Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Well, they shifted. It'll be Ingram for the mid-range.
Got him.
You got him.
Got him.
But the second time around, LeBron just wasn't having it.
LeBron's got 8 in the quarter. Ingram, tough shot. He's got it. Brandon Ingram.
Luka thought he had the step. Lonzo keeps battling.
Ingram working against Hardaway. Pull up on the way. Tough shot.
Buckets. This coming off the defense of Lonzo Ball. Great individual effort.
Nader. Now Ingram defended by Burton with 6 on the timer, looking for a screen from Okafor. Trying to drive. Burton. Boy, that is
Goes right back to the inbounder. It'll be Ingram up against O'Neal. They'll get it to Brandon. Brandon with 2 on the clock for the win.
Yes,
got it! 2/10 of a second to go. Timeout, Utah. Brandon Ingram coming through the pressure. You can't catch and shoot as we watch the replay.
I tell you what do we say in the beginning of the game? Because the way the Utah Jazz guard that pick and roll, Brandon Ingram understands. You can put Royce O'Neal on me.
Athletic, he can disrupt a lot, especially on the perimeter. And then that's where another sense of improvement.
Shot clock at 2. Ingram rises up and knocks it down.
Ingram against Prince. Draws the assignment. Fancy dribbling and a fade. He sticks it. Brandon Ingram. Sounding pretty confident there and really reinforcing what Alvin Gentry told us, that Williamson.
Brandon Ingram working against Justin. Tough floater. Not that tough, I guess. Started his career with the Phoenix Suns. Went to Houston last year and got the last roster spot. Brandon Ingram, there's no
Have to get back to moving the basketball.
Ingram, much smaller man, mid-range game. Yes, they won.
You look, and you just called it, partner. You said, you know what? He has a mismatch where he can just get to his spot and raise up. There's nothing.
Hot hand, Brandon Ingram. Up against the smaller Kyrie Irving over Irving. Got it! On the arc. Now Brandon's got to go. Final 3 seconds. Gotta go. He will get it off in time, and that's the way you go into the locker room.
Yeah, they did an excellent job of moving the basketball. You had a ton of guys that were contributing. But again, this is going to come down similar to the Chicago game to value in the basketball and the defensive side of the floor.
See Danny Green coming back on the floor. Ingram. Right at the end of the first quarter. Counted. Quarter for Brandon Ingram.
Well, that time it just kind of lost out of his hands. His hand did come off of the ball. It didn't stay connected. So if they don't call it, it's not a foul. It's not a, but it's a basket for Ingram.
Hardaway. Ingram one-on-one. Tough turnaround. Got it.
Size advantage. I'm going to get Courtney Lee down closer to the rim. Get to my little fadeaway game. 22 for BI.
Up the floor in a hurry. Ingram spins. Nice help there from Allen. The turnaround goes.
That's a big defender, though. It's not a small guy against him. And the spin.
When you have that size, when you have that size.
The Clippers. Well, he's had layups. Mark, you have to watch the contact because that's what he's all about. There's that. And with the strength that he has, he just spun right by him to the rim.
Speaking of spins, Ingram with a nice one on left.
Now you can't work the clock. Minute 40 less. Ingram over Bogdanovich. It's like a layup for him now. Now it's taken away on the jump ball. Pels get it. Back-to-back stops. Ingram up against O'Neal and over Royce O'Neal. Sweet stroke.
Right.
Man, oh man. And now you got to go up. It will. And Ingram got it. 103-103. So with 10 of the shot clock off balance. See if they can get Ingram going. Brandon's got the spot he wants.
Nice.
So Drew gets a break. Ingram now. Let's see if he's featured. He's got a nice little space for the mid-range. The first points of the second half. Ingram and breaking it off on Brown. Finally. Game leading the league in rebounding with a little over 17 a game as Ingram's got the mid-range game.
I like
and
that
it
shot.
looks good.
I like that shot.
Y eso se está notando. Brandon Ingram contra Corbett en la pintura. Avienta la lámina, así como estiró el brazo.
Third, that was the first turnover for the Warriors. Ingram, nice pivot. Beautiful. And his first basket of the game.
Beautiful. It's a struggle with in their 5-year run is they're very cavalier with the basketball. They will turn it over and give you an opportunity to work yourself back in the game.
They went 57-25 last year. As you see the 10 of the shot clock. Ingram. And moved Ferguson out of the way, didn't he?
At his pace. He's attacking at his pace. He's slowing down at his pace, getting to
points off of turnovers. Ingram crosses. Boy, he is nice.
Methodical approach to what he's doing. He gets to his spots on the floor. You see the footwork, his ability to shoot over Jared Allen off that play, but we've seen this throughout the
Zion Williamson playing his fourth. Shovels off and finds Brandon Ingram. He'll fire from the foul line and score.
Ingram running off the pick, gets inside for the one-hander. It's good.
Leadership, not necessarily scoring. Leadership where Kawhi was.
Well, as Charles mentioned, Ingram off a series of fakes, it counts, and the foul. Ingram off the fake. High, arcing jump.
Ingram, ball fake on Allen, hangs and it hits.
Of Ingram, he even though he's a little on the slender side, he still has that height, he still has that length and the strength to be able to go through this contact. Good pump fake and just jumps in there, gets an easy
there. Difference between playing fast and playing fast and smart.
Ingram, man, he's got the contact, gets the roll. Pels needs into the contest. And if you're not going to get a whistle,
contact.
Right.
That is a lot of contact.
Brandon
and he's
Ingram
playing through it.
Right. 13-point game. Inside of 9 left in the third. Ingram, and he's going to the line. Looking for the three-point. Against length and Joe Ingles. Ingram. And little mid-range. Gets the roll.
Scoring New Orleans here this third quarter, 23-7. Pelicans need to get something going here, and that's a good place to
move. And then he reacts with his movement to get that nice pull-up jump shot at the three-point line.
It was his debut in New Orleans last week.
His dad
Jonathan played 12 years as a tight end in the NFL, most of those for the AFC champion Chiefs. As Ingram.
And it's far too dangerous.
Absolutely.
There is Brandon Ingram.
So he's got Ingram now. Can rise over him. On his way down.
We know the result of that. Go through. What shots are you getting?
Brandon Ingram, step back, short one, got the mid-range. Don't let them make the decision. Brandon Ingram on a little step back action and picking up right where he, now that he's going to be Ingles, but I think he brings that kind of basketball IQ.
Right.
Ingram on the fall away.
Again, it's going to be
one. Carmelo number 2 on that list. Here's Ingram with a pull-up jumper, got it, and it's an 8-point game.
Good movement away from the ball. Now, a longer one on Ingram, but he's still going to go into the paint.
He's feeling good.
He's got the mid-range.
This shot, it's like a wide open look.
Jaleel Okafor is in. He screens for Ingram. He drives and hits a bank shot.
It's a good individual defender.
Brandon Ingram up against the smaller Brown. Back him down and go up. He will on the fall away. Got it.
Ingram looks to turn the corner. Works on Osmond.
Osmond got his hands full this one, man.
Ingram puts it up and in. Hayes able to get the handle. Ingram, sweet spin move and gets the bounce.
Ingram up against Royce O'Neal. 10 on the shot clock. Yeah, play to your strength. He's got the length. It's a tough fall away. Makes no difference though. Brandon
said that. Did one person?
Is he making himself?
He totally made it up.
High arcing jumper by Brandon Ingram. Touch at the other end.
Look how the height on his shot. I mean, the smoothness.
Brandon Ingram, size advantage.
Get
Clear out, let him raise up. You got it.
Mid-range, just like that.
And one.
Just like that. Rudy Gobert. And this is why sometimes you sound like a broken record. But this is why you want to see guys get into that lane and raise up.
Ingram up to 20 points, working on the baseline, and get to where he wants to go again.
I'm talking
money. What to? Donovan Mitchell, lighten it up. 23 for Mitchell. Ingram posting up. O'Neal wanted to pull the chair. Now the difficult fall away. Yes.
Picked up by Oubre. Tyler Johnson is on Ingram.
Size advantage here.
Ingram fade away. Good. What a shot.
12 points this quarter for Ingram. Here's the fadeaway against the smaller.
I think he learned his lesson, just understanding how good of a defender Drew is, because you saw the shot. Love it. I love it by Brandon Ingram. Excellent patience.
Size advantage, Brandon Ingram. So take him down and rise over. That's what it'll do on the fall away.
Size advantage, Brandon Ingram. Skip.
Of the 2017 draft by Utah and then traded to the Lakers on draft night. Ingram and Ball all win.
Really dig deep into the playoffs. He's a guy that you can put in multiple spots on the court.
Ingram, little turnaround is good.
Fine. Well, when you're long and athletic and you have a small guard on you, it's a matter of just creating the space.